Good morning everyone. In this session we are going to look at the topic HTML. So before we discuss about this HTML language, let us see why do we learn this language. Nowadays we are using a internet. Actually internet contains a collection of web pages. So whatever the images or text you have seen on the internet, that everything have written in the HTML language. So let us see what is meant by web pages. Hypertext documents that are shared on the internet are called web pages. So what is meant by hypertext? Hypertext means a word or words that contains a link to the pages. So that is called a hypertext. For example, Facebook is the hypertext that gives links to the Facebook page. It is called a link. Okay, so next we will see what is meant by this HTML language. So HTML language is made up of tags and attributes. Actually tags means you know that it contains a collection of elements, but attributes means giving color and setting alignment to the document. So that is called attributes. So if you want to write this HTML code, what are the rules should be followed? You have to follow the syntax. So what is meant by syntax? It is similar like our mathematical formula. For example, whenever you see the a plus b whole squared formula in the sum, what you will do? Wherever the a plus b whole squared is available, you have to expand it as a squared plus b squared plus 2ab, isn't it? Can you change the formula of a plus b the whole squared? No, we cannot able to change. As well as if you want to write the HTML code, you have to follow the syntax, because if you make a small mistake in that syntax, we cannot able to get the expected output. And also remember that it is so easier for you to write the HTML code compared than the programming language, because you know about the programming languages C and C++, Java. So those are all called the programming languages. So those languages are called case sensitive. Case sensitive means if you want to use only the lowercase letters or uppercase letters there, but here you can use both lowercase and uppercase, because HTML is not a case sensitive language. So lowercase and uppercase both will be considered in the same manner. So it will be so easier for you to learn the HTML code. So what are the rules? What are the rules having, and what are the tools required to run a HTML code? Let us see one by one. To run a HTML code, you no need any internet connection. You no need any web server. You no need any web host. Just you need a web browsers and you need a text editor. So let us see one by one. So first I will tell you the definition of this HTML language. I will write here. If you have a note with you, write down on your note. This is very important basic concept of web design, because by the help of this HTML language we can able to do a web designs. Okay, so I am going to type the abbreviation of this HTML language. Hypertext markup language. So as I told you already, what is the meaning of this hypertext? Hypertext is a word or words contains a link on a website. So that is called what? Hypertext. So what is meant by this markup language? You know about the programming languages. We will use programming languages there. So that's why that is called a programming language. So what is meant by markup language? So markup language means which tell the browser how to display the images, text on the screen, and also this HTML language is so interactive with the user. So that's why it is called what? Markup language. Actually you should not say HTML is a programming language, you have to say it as markup language. That's why they have mentioned in the name itself. HTML is a hypertext markup language. Okay, actually HTML is made up of tags and attributes. I told you already, isn't it? So and also remember that every web languages have two elements. One is head element, another one is body element. So let us see one by one. First of all, let us see how to write a HTML code. I told you already, you need two tools to write a HTML code. One is what? text editor, another one is browser. So text editor means we will use Notepad for writing the HTML code, and also we can use different kind of web browsers. Actually web browsers means you know that Mozilla Firefox, Internet Explorer, Netscape Navigator, Opera, many web browsers are available, but in this video I am going to use Internet Explorer. Okay, so let us discuss one by one. Listen carefully. So first I am going to open a notepad. To open a notepad, you have to press start button on the keyboard. Then you will be getting a guideboard. Sometimes a notepad will be available on the guideboard. In case if it is not available, you have to go to all programs menu and then you can get there. Otherwise, here we have a search option. See here, this symbol represents the search option. So here you have to type a notepad. So I am going to type notepad. After typing notepad, you will be getting a notepad text editor here. Once you click this, you will be getting a notepad like this. So you have to, if you like to increase the size of this notepad, just you have to click this maximize button. It will be maximized like this. Okay, here I am going to write a HTML code. Okay, so why should we write this HTML code? So then only we can able to communicate with the web browser. Otherwise we could not communicate. Then you may get doubt in this. Why can't we write directly on the web browsers? Even if you try to write directly on the web pages, you will be disappointed because we cannot able to write there. Only we can able to get the links from there. So that's why we are writing a HTML code, because as I told you already, by this language only we can able to create a web pages. Okay, actually internet contains a collection of web pages, okay, which connects millions of people all over the world. In case this HTML language is not available, we cannot able to use those web pages. Okay, so let me start now. So I'm going to type. So every HTML code should start from the HTML tag. Okay, we can able to say tag or elements. So I am going to use tag. So you have to start from this angular bracket. It is look like a less than symbol, but you have to pronounce it as angular bracket. So I am using open angular bracket here. So the size is so small, so I am going to increase the size of this text. So just you have to select the required text, then go to this format option, then select font option. You will be getting a font dialog box. In this font dialog box you can take the required style. So I am going to take this style. Then if you like to make the text bold, you can select bold option, otherwise you can leave it. So now I am going to increase the size of the text. So I am selecting 36 or 48. That preview you can able to see here. Then click OK. So this is the way you can able to increase the size of the text. So I told you already, HTML language is not a case sensitive language, so you can use both small letters and capital letters. So I am going to use small letters, so that will be easy for me. So I am going to type HTML. If you make small mistake in this notepad, you cannot able to execute properly, remember that. Okay, then after that you have to use angular bracket to close the HTML. If you forget to close this angular bracket, what would happen? You cannot able to execute properly, you cannot get the expected output. So you should have used the angular brackets properly. Okay, then press enter key. So I am going to create a title. For creating a title, I have to use head tag. Okay, head tag is used for creating a title. Actually head is the main tag. Here you have to mention the title for giving a title. So I am going to use title. The title should be specified under the head tag. In case if you are giving the title directly after the HTML tag, you cannot able to display the title on the browser window. So that should be having under the header tag. So I am going to type title, TITLE. Then here I am going to give a title. This is a sample page. Next, remember that at the end of the each tag, you have to use forward slash to close the particular tag. You have to specify the forward slash to close the particular tag. Actually this forward represent the tag will be closed. Okay, so you have to use title. So now I have closed the title tag. In case if you forget to use this slash, it won't appear on the browser window. So every tag should be closed after completing the particular task. Okay, now I have closed the title tag. So whatever you type between this title tag, that will be appears on the browser window. So now I am going to close the title tag and the head tag. After closing the head tag, I have to close the HTML tag. Why I am closing the HTML tag at the last? Because this HTML tag carry out all the other tags, so that should be closed after completing all the tags. That should be closed after completing all the tasks. Okay, I hope you understood this. Now I am going to save the document. You might be seeing in MS Word and MS Excel how to save the document, but it is somewhat different from that. So let us see how to save the document. File, save as, then save as dialog box will appear on the screen. So whatever the document you want to save, you have to use .html after the name of the document, because that .html is the extension of the HTML language. If you forget to use .html, you cannot able to execute. So I am going to save the document jairam.html. So HTML is the extension of HTML language. You have to use this after the name of the document. Then click save option, then close the particular window. So now I am going to open the browser. I told you already there are many kinds of browsers are available: Netscape Navigator, Mozilla Firefox, Google Chrome, and Opera. So now I am going to use the Internet Explorer web browser to execute my HTML code. So just you have to double click on it to open the Internet Explorer. So now we are going to execute the source code. Okay, so press right button, then you will be getting a lot of options. So here I am going to choose open with then Internet Explorer. See here, it will be appears on the top of the screen. This is a sample page. So remember that a title tag is used to display the title on the page. In case if you make a small mistake there, we couldn't get a proper output. So now I am going to tell you how to use a body tag. So body tag is a main tag because it contains all the main components. Okay, so each and every time you have to go to the Internet Explorer to execute your program. So to opening the source code, so source code means nothing. Already we have written a HTML code, so that is called the source code. So press right button, then you'll be getting an option. Then here you have to choose open with, and if it is not available, no problem, just double click on it. In some system it will be available open with and notepad, but in this system it doesn't available, so no problem. Again I have to go to notepad option, then go to file, open. So already we have given it as Jairam, so I'm going to select jairam.html. so this document I have to select and click open. The source code will be open like this. So here I'm going to use a head tag. The head tag, after the head tag you can give an body tag. So I'm going to type body, body, body. Then whatever the text you specify between this body tag, that will be appears on the browser window. So I'm going to type some example words here, mainly just for developing the pages. In case if you forget to use the enter key, no problem, automatically it comes to the next line. So I'm going to press enter key. So after completing this text, that should be closed by forward slash, because I told you this forward slash represent the tag closed. So I'm going to use angular bracket, then forward slash, then body, then press Ctrl plus S. Remember that after making changes you have to press Ctrl plus S, then only it will be saved, otherwise it won't save. So I'm going to press Ctrl plus S key on the keyboard then press close button, then again you have to execute. How will you execute? Press right button, then open with Internet Explorer. If it is not come, so once again I am going to check this. Open with Notepad. See here, I didn't use a proper slash here, that's why it made a mistake. So I have to use a proper forward slash. Okay, so I have used backslash, so I have to use a forward slash, then it will come. Because if you made a small mistake here, it won't come. So let us see whether it's coming or not. So I'm going to press Ctrl plus S key. Then once again you have to open. So this is the way you have to check the mistakes. Instead of forward slash, if you are using backslash, it won't come. So let us see whether it is working or not. Open with Internet Explorer. See here, now it came. So why it doesn't came previously means I made a mistake there, because instead of forward symbol I have used backslash, that's why it didn't come. I hope you understood this, because if you make a small mistake there, you cannot able to get the proper output. Okay, so it is mainly used for developing the web page. It will be more whatever we have typed there, that will be appears on the browser window. If you try to type any text here, you cannot able to type. In case if you try this, you will be disappointed, because you cannot able to type, because it is a browser window. Okay, so I'm going to close this. You no need to close each and every time, just you can minimize. So both options you can use. So I'm going to close this. So again, now I am going to teach you how to apply the body BG color and paragraph. So I'm going to open the Notepad, file, open. To opening the existing document, you have to choose file and open option. So I'm going to type jairam.html, then it will be open. So this time I will tell you how to use the paragraph tag. If you using paragraph tag, you can able to divide the paragraph. So that purpose we are using paragraph, but you should not use PARAGRAPH. You have to use only P for paragraph, because that is a syntax, that rules has to be followed. So I'm going to make this line as a paragraph. So if I start to type the entire paragraph, it will taking more time to me. So I'm going to just copy the text. So select the required text, Ctrl plus C, then place the cursor where you want to paste, then Ctrl plus V. So Ctrl plus V. You can get a many lines like this. So now I have made one paragraph here. So I'm going to convert it as 2 paragraph. So here I have used one P tag. Then I'm going to close this up to useful lit. Then slash P. Which slash will you use? You have to use only the forward slash. So slash P. Then Ctrl plus S to saving the document. Then open with Internet Explorer. Can you see here? Again, one mistake is there. So once again we have to check. Press. Go to Notepad, file, open, then jairam.html, then press open button. See, again I have used the backslash symbol, so you have to use only the forward symbol for getting the proper output. So Ctrl plus S, close it, then open with Internet Explorer. So now the particular lines has divided into 2 paragraphs. So if you want to divide the paragraph, you have to use the paragraph tag. Okay, so it will be so attractive to you, because we can identify how many paragraphs are there in the document. So that's why we are using a paragraph tag. So next I will tell you how to use the bold tag, italic tag and underline. So before that, let me see how to increase the size of the text. To increasing the size of the text, we have a 6 kind of heading tags. H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, H6. You may get doubt in this. If you try to use H7, it won't appear because these are all the predefined tags. If you try to create a new tags, you cannot able to execute the program. So I am going to use that 6 tags one by one. Let us see one by one. So H1, H2, H3, H4, H5 and H6. So these are all the 6 levels of heading tags. So now I am going to increase the size of the text. So I am going to use first level heading. So again I have to open the notepad. Then file open, or you can choose Ctrl+O option. Okay, each and every time if you go to the menu, it will taking more time. So I am going to select jairam.html, then click open. So I am going to use the H1 tag now. So here I am going to place wherever you want to increase the size, you can able to increase, and also you can specify the tags in any area, not only here or there. So wherever you want, you can able to give. So I am going to give it here H1. Then I am going to stop up to this. You have to use only the forward slash. Don't forget. Then Ctrl+S. Right click, open with Internet Explorer. Now you see this. Again I have used the backslash, I think, so I am going to check once again. Then open with Notepad. See here now this option came here. So open with Notepad. So directly I am going to get this Notepad now. So I am going to check the slash now. So again I have used the backslash. So I have to change it as forward slash. Then Ctrl+S. If you make any changes there, after completing the work, you have to choose Ctrl+S. Open with Internet Explorer. Now can you see the difference here? This is unique compared than this other text. Why? Because we have used H1 tag to increase the size of the text. And also remember that this HTML language has lot of rules. You cannot able to use space, you cannot able to use written, even you cannot able to use more than one spaces between the words, because if you want to leave a space, you have to use a break tag. Okay, if you want to leave more lines, you have to use a break tag. You cannot able to use directly here. Even if you leave a more space there, it won't appear on the browser window, because you have to use the particular tag for leaving the spaces. That we will discuss later. Okay, so as I told you already, if you open any tag in HTML, that should be closed after completing the work, isn't it? So those tags are called container tags, or we can say physical style tag. Some tags are there that you no need to close, so that tags are called empty tags, that we will discuss later. So just I remember. So I'm going to open Notepad once again, because this time I'm going to tell you how to apply the background color. To applying the background color, you have to use BG color option. You should not use a full spelling like BACKGROUND. That is the spelling of background, isn't it? So that spelling you should not use it here, because I told you as per the syntax only it will work. So I am going to use body BG color, COLOR. You should not use COLOUR, because you know that well, COLOUR is a color, spelling of color. But here you have to use only the American English. So BG color. You should not leave any space between this BG and color. You have to use continuously. So then equal symbol, then double quotes. Here I am going to give a color yellow, YELLOW, yellow. If you make a small mistake in this color, that color won't appear on the browser window. So that should be specified with correct spelling. Okay, then press Ctrl+S key to save the document. Then open with Internet Explorer. Now you see the difference here. That will be that is in yellow color. So how it changed? Because we have given yellow color in the body BG color option. In case if you like to change another color, you have to mention in this body BG color option. So this is the way you can set the color of the web pages. So nowadays we are seeing a lot of colorful images, videos on the internet, isn't it? So how it is appear? By the help of this HTML language. Because repeatedly I am saying that we can create a lot of web pages by the help of this HTML language. Even if you go for higher studies, you might be learn about the web designs there. So it is the basic platform to learn about the web designs. So now I will tell you how to use bold tag, italic tag and underline tag. So those options we have already discussed in the MS Excel and MS Word, but here you have to use a tags for that. So press right button, then go to open with, then notepad. So between this body text, wherever you want to make the text as bold, italic, you can specify. So I'm going to place the cursor here. To make the text bold, you have to use bold tag. You can use both small letter or capital letter. So I'm going to use this letter. Then how will you close? You have to use the forward slash, then use B. That now this particular letter will be thicker than this letters. So that is called the bold. So italic means the letters will be in slanting position compared than the other letters. That is a difference. Okay. So I am going to use it here. I for italic. So how will you close this? You have to use the forward slash after the angular bracket. So I am going to use italic. So underline means the particular letter becomes underlined after you giving this underline option. So I am going to use it here. Then press Ctrl plus S, then close the document, then right click, open with notepad, open with Internet Explorer. Okay. Now can you see the difference here? So the letter has underlined. Why? Because we have mentioned underline there, and also these letters become bold because we have used bold tag here. So this word become italic. It is in a slanting position compared than the other letters. Now you check it once. So because we have used the tags there. So according to the tag, the page will be appear. So let us see how to use superscript and subscript. In mathematics, we might be seeing the superscript and subscript. We would say a square, b square, isn't it? So likewise here you have to mention superscript and subscript. So we will see how to do this. Open with notepad. So before that I will tell you the heading tags. Totally I have mentioned the 6 kind of tags. So I have used only one here. So let us see what are the other tags, what they will do. So I am going to erase this everything. So I am going to type the new text now because we will be getting confused if you see everything here. To erasing the letters you have to use backspace as usual. So this time simultaneously we are going to view all the heading tags one by one. Then only you know the difference, how it works. H1. Here I am giving you the sample text. Whatever the text you want to specify, you can specify as you like. H1. Then press enter key. H2, how are you? You no need to press enter key after completing the each line. You can use in the same line itself because it will be take it as a single line. So H3 Hema. For example, I am using this words Hema, H4 Mala, H5 Priya. See, you have to close the tag after completing the work. So H5 has closed. So next H6 Rekha. See, after make the changes, you have to press Ctrl plus S button to save the document. So I am going to press Ctrl plus S here, then close the notepad window, then right click, then open with Internet Explorer. So if it is not available, once again I have to check it in the text editor. So I am going to check it once. So close all the tabs, then choose open with notepad. The size is too big, so I am going to decrease the size. To decrease the size, you have to choose format button, then you will be getting a format dialog box. Here I am going to change the size of the text. H1 tag. I am going to change the name as Jairam Higher Secondary School by the help of the save as option, then click save. Then press right button, open with notepad. How will you save? How I told you to save? You have to use .html after the name of the document because it is a web language. So you have to use .html after the name of the document. Then only it will be executed. So I am going to use .html here. Press right button. Open with Internet Explorer. See, now you can see the difference here, that welcome letter is so big size compared than these letters, isn't it? So it is somewhat smaller than this letter. So according to the tag, the size will be vary. Okay. So this Rekha is so small because this is belongs to H6 tag. So there are 6 kinds of heading tags available in the HTML. So according to the use, you can use the HTML tags. So now let us see how to use the superscript and subscript. Right click, then open with notepad. For superscript, you have to use only the SUP. For subscript, you have to use only SUB because that is the syntax. You should not change the syntax. So I am going to use it here. For example, you want to type the text as a squared plus b squared. A squared. So if you want to mention the squares, you have to give it in the superscript form. So I am going to type A. So the 2 as subscript. So I am going to give superscript, then 2, then plus a squared plus b. Then again I am going to use the superscript here. So only one I will use because you will be getting confused if I use more words. A square. See, after completing the superscript, you have to use forward slash and SUP. You should not use the full letters. Okay. Control plus S. Again choose right button, then go to open with option Internet Explorer. See here, now A squared. This square appears at the above level compared than the other text. So this is called A squared. In MS Word, how will you type the A squared option? You have to press Control plus key or Shift plus key, then the particular letter become upper level. But here you have to use the superscript to make the letter in the up level. So that's why I have used the superscript. Now let us see how to use the subscript option. In the same way, you have to use SUB. So open with Notepad. Then here I am going to change SUB. SUB. Then open with Internet Explorer. Now you look at the difference. The particular letter become low compared than the normal letters. So this is called the superscript and subscript. So once again we will summarize all the tags. HTML tags, every formula should start from the HTML. Then again this head tag is used to give the title on the screen. This title tag should be given under the head tag, because without this head tag it won't display it on the browser window. This body has many main contents, so whatever the attributes tags you want to specify, everything should be specified in this body tag. So attributes means, I told you already, if you want to apply any colors or alignment, so that all belongs to attributes category. So those all the attribute tags you should give under the body tag. So next, after the body tag you have to close the HTML tag. In case if you forget to close this HTML tag, we cannot get a output. So let us see how to do that. So I am just erasing this forward slash. So now I am going to run the program. Press Ctrl plus S. Then again open with Internet Explorer. See here, it won't appear. Why? Because we made mistake there. If you make a small mistake in that HTML code, it cannot able to execute. I hope you all understood this lesson. It will be very helpful to you to create a web designs. Thank you.